All right, guys. So today in this episode,
Me and my wife are getting a divorce.
What's going on, guys? Ali here, back with another video today.
I don't know why you guys don't put bloopers.
All right, welcome back to the Awkward Tapes. This is episode 16. We have some very sad news to report. We have kicked Evan off the podcast, and we have replaced him with Chris. No, I'm just kidding.
we're just
Evan's still on it. Evan
We love
just
you.
wasn't able to be on it, so we have our friend Chris kind of subbing in for him. Chris is a father now.
congratulations,
Yeah.
man.
Yes.
We'll see if we can't put in a little picture of your adorable baby.
No, he's mean. He just looks mean all the time, but he's cool.
His name is Zeke.
Yes, his name is Ezekiel, but I'm gonna call him Easy.
That's cool.
It's just, I just
What's
like
his
it.
middle name?
Easy.
James, mine.
Okay.
Same as mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes.
I learned that about you. Okay.
Yes.
So is he walking yet? Is he talking?
He was born 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know.
He can spell. He knows all his colors.
He's got a 401k.
He's teaching me math. You know,
Better than any
That's
teachers
awesome.
I've ever had.
got a
Bet
better
you that.
credit score than I do.
Impressive. All right. Well, hey, you guys should stick around because we got some fun stuff coming up. We're going to talk about Presley thoughts and talk about some video games coming up, and how life is now compared to when we were kids. So without further ado, I would like you to prepare yourself for a little session of some awkwardness.
All right, kicking it off again with Presley Thoughts.
Let's get awkward.
Let's do this.
Yeah, let's get awkward.
Chris, it's been a while.
I know. I'm not prepared. I have 5 hours of sleep in the last 4 days.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
Whoa.
Baby will do that to you.
oh my gosh.
So this is gonna be you're essentially high while listening to this, right?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
absolutely.
the
Lack of
the little
sleep.
lethargic
Yeah.
mind state. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
All right. Taxes are just the subscription fee to the country you live in, and childhood is just the free trial.
Oh,
That's awesome.
That's actually
I like
really
that
good.
one. That one's good.
I'd like to go back to the free trial, please.
Yeah,
I'd like
please.
To do this.
Can you explain that?
Well, see, when you're an adult, you have to pay these things called taxes. It's actually a form of theft, and you owe. Oh, so here's how it works. Let me
The
break it down.
IRS will come get you.
They will. So here's how to prevent that. You do your taxes, right? You take your forms from your workplace,
Right.
and then you calculate how much you need to pay, but you don't know how much you need to pay. So instead of them telling you how much you need to pay, if you get it wrong, jail
Jail.
or fines.
Immediate jail.
Or
Fines.
the
Fines.
other thing is too is that how sometimes after the free trial people just hack it anyways. That would be not paying your taxes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
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 Number 2. Your eraser slowly dies because of your mistakes.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your eraser dies slowly because of your mistakes.
Like you're killing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Every time you mess up, it dies.
Kind of like
a little
my
bit more.
dignity.
I use my eraser a lot in school. I make a lot of mistakes.
I've been through a lot of erasers.
Is that like marriage?
What?
The other one just slowly dies. because
Oh
your
my
spouse is-
goodness. I hope not.
Worst fear.
As the only
What?
one here that is
Oh.
married, I can say no.
Yeah.
At least successful ones.
How is
Yeah.
the wife? She doing all right?
She's good. Obviously happy that he's here. Wow.
Your soul.
I had
Wow.
a sneeze. Sorry.
Well, before Leighton rudely interrupted. what he said.
Interrupted.
No, she's doing good. Obviously happy that he's here.
Yeah.
And, just super glad that we don't have to work for the next 3 months.
Oh, it's gonna be some work.
Yeah, but, physical work to, pay bills. We don't have to do any of that.
That's nice.
The state just pays me. We're good.
Oh, that's good. Number 3. Speaking of babies,
Oh, no.
babysitters. This is coming up for you. Babysitters are teenagers that act like grown-ups so that grown-ups can go out and act like teenagers.
You're not
Yeah.
wrong.
No, that makes sense.
You've
Did
probably
anyone
seen that.
have a babysitter growing up?
No.
No.
Not really.
It was
I
my
didn't.
grandparents. But they live like right down the road.
I
so.
didn't have like a teenage babysitter. Whenever I had to be babysit, yeah, it was like my grandparents or aunt and uncle or
Yeah,
something.
and I always lived with my grandparents, so I mean, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
They were just always there.
That's fair. Well,
Always being babysat.
Pretty much.
What do you think when adults go out and have their fun? Do they go to like a jump plate, like a playhouse, like a jump?
Playhouse.
I will.
Like inflatable
Street.
place? Yeah,
will.
that's what I'm gonna do.
I think adults, when they go out, generally just go out and make, bad decisions. And,
Like teenagers.
yeah,
Yeah.
much like teenagers.
Much like them.
You know, I've got this theory.
So they go out and smoke alcohol and drink weed.
I've got this theory that as you start as a baby,
And
you
do.
become
That's how
a
life
teenager,
works. Yep.
and then an adult. Those are the main 3 stages. Well, then you get old. You're an old person. Baby, teenager, adult, old person. And they don't like to be called old persons. There's like that sweet spot where you're the adult, because as soon as you're the old person, you start noticing around your midlife crisis that you're more like a teenager, where nobody can tell you anything because you already know it all, like a teenager. And then you get to be an old person.
Yeah.
And then you're like a baby and you're back in diapers.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
the circle of life.
I
It
really,
is.
I really hope I never have to do the diaper thing. That sounds
No,
terrible.
just kill me. If
I
I
hope
ever have to be put back in diapers, just kill me.
I hope I die a heroic death before I get to that point.
Yeah,
You know?
Join in the army.
Maybe. I don't know.
Presley, I remember you talking about a specific way you would like to die.
Yeah.
Can you
okay.
talk about
Here we
that?
go.
Oh yeah, this is great. This is great.
So I play the saxophone. The way I would choose, if I could, to die one day is I would be on stage mid solo, and at the apex of that solo with a band, at the apex of that solo, lightning would rain down and strike me dead. And I would die on stage.
Through the ceiling.
Through the ceiling. Well, it might be outside.
Yeah.
All
Only
that.
strikes him.
Only me. And I drop dead
Right there.
right there.
That would be
And
dope.
then
Wow.
I want them to take my body, cremate it, take those ashes, and put it into the brass mold of another saxophone. And I want that hung on a wall for my children to play.
And
Wait,
then,
you-
hold on. But then your children, they become a saxophone player, and
Yeah.
they use that saxophone, and they die the same
Oh,
The
wow.
exact same way,
But
so
then
it
they
keeps
have
going.
theirs cremated into another saxophone,
Yep.
and then it just keeps going.
It's like
And-
a rite of passage.
Right?
They're not part of your family if they don't die by lightning.
This sounds
right.
like a top 10 mojo moment. You know what I mean? Where like top 10 most like haunted items on earth. And it's like the forbidden saxophone that everyone keeps getting struck by lightning with.
Yeah.
I want to die fighting a dragon.
Oh,
That'd be cool.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, explain. Yeah.
I want to die fighting a dragon.
Where are
know
you
how
gonna
cool that'd
find
be?
It would be.
I don't know.
you want to know how I want to die?
At a Vols game.
In a nursing home.
I want to.
No.
I think I mentioned this before.
not good.
You know how like you see people like during like before football games to jump out of the plane with a parachute and land on the 50-yard line.
Oh,
I want to do that, but the parachute doesn't work, and I just splat right on the 50-yard line.
In the
Die
game,
on,
just-
die on a football field in an amazing, immaculate way.
Mid game.
Sure, yeah, mid game.
kills
Scar.
Tom Brady.
Scar.
At Marshall Field.
That'd
So
be the
many-
perfect death.
All on Tom Brady. Anyways, that's how I want to die.
Wow. That really got away from me.
That or old age.
Yeah.
Very two highly contrasting ways to die.
Anyone else?
I'd rather die like heroically, like you're talking about, or just like die in my sleep.
Yeah.
Nothing in between.
Nothing painful.
Nothing painful.
I don't know. I kind of want to just die surrounded by family.
That's sappy.
Except we're
I want
older.
people to watch you die.
We're all older than you except for Leighton, so
I would watch you die. You want me to
Yeah.
watch you die? That's what you're
that's
saying.
what you
That's
want.
just mean.
That's what you
That's-
want.
that's-
It goes
just me.
It just goes back to that thought we had in the last podcast, where like one of us is gonna go to all of our funerals,
Yeah.
Leighton.
Yeah.
Which would be me.
and then
Probably.
someone's gonna walk up to
Probably
Leighton and be
not.
like, "Leighton, I'm so sorry. Shmev was killed in a skydiving accident. Behind Tom Brady. Presley died during a saxophone solo, and well, Chris died playing video games. So I
Yeah.
really
Listen to
don't
me
know what
right
else to
now.
tell you.
If I die before any of you guys, I expect y'all to make jokes about my death.
Okay.
Okay.
at my funeral. I want that. I want.
It
You
would
to.
be hard not to make jokes about your death.
Like you're hearing it right now. It's on camera.
At your funeral.
At my funeral,
Okay.
I want you to make
no,
jokes.
we're
that
all
I'm
just
dead.
going to discuss with ourselves, how did we let this happen? Why did we let you do this?
So you mean
just-
like whenever we're going up there to like say a few words as they do, you want us just right there at the funeral make jokes?
like pull a Chris Rock.
I'm gonna start working on it.
Yep. Do it.
Well,
Like-
if his life didn't give out, his knees would have at some point.
God, yeah. That's a good one. I have terrible knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is too is like, could you? What was I gonna say? It
Whoa.
just
Wow.
completely left my brain.
That's ADHD,
Hold on.
ADD in
Let
high
me just-
definition.
A moment of silence.
You have a white speckled fuzz on the bottom of your beard.
Again?
Whoa.
What do you mean again?
Yeah, it was there
We spent
earlier.
a lot of
Sorry,
time
I've
on
been
that one.
hugging my teddy bear.
What's the next deep thought?
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Number 4. Zach, this kind of goes to what you were saying in the last podcast. What if our entire life is flashing before our eyes right now because we're already dead?
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a
yeah.
decent possibility. I still am a firm believer in the fact that time is relative, so
Yep.
I could see it.
I was gonna say time's relative, so and you never really know.
Yeah.
Is it your uncle?
What?
Said it's a relative.
Oh my gosh. Marcel. That also kind of ties into the simulator theory, too.
Yeah, we talked
Talking
about that a
about the
little
Matrix.
bit.
Yeah, they were all just in a simulator.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all just a big stimulation. Number 5.
Well, hold on. We spent about 12 seconds on that.
Yeah, and about 12 minutes on the last one.
You're right.
All balances, you know.
But yeah, well, what if you hit your apex of the saxophone thing? You're just living through your life now.
Oh.
You already died. I already went splat on a football field.
Hold on though.
The lightning has struck.
Whenever you said like, you know, time is relative to each person or whatever, but like we all know like maybe a 20 minutes feels different than your 20 minutes. Like that's what you kind of mean, right? But like I feel like if we're like replaying our life right now, we would know it's a lot longer than that 20 minutes you were talking about that your brain is still
Well, that's
active.
the thing, though. The reason, and this is a great example of that, time being relative to an individual person. When you go to sleep, does it feel like you slept for 8 hours?
Okay, that's
is that
true.
time relative to you that you feel like that you sat in one place all night for 8 hours? No, it felt like maybe 20, 30 minutes or whatever. So that's kind of the thing. And there's a lot of other examples of this. For instance, there's this guy, and I think he went on the Ellen show or something, or it was like Jimmy Kimmel, some Tonight Show. And he put someone in a rolling chair and rolled them back and forth across the room. But simultaneously, while he was doing that, someone else was moving a ball in front of his face while he was rolling back and forth. So to everyone in the audience, it looked like they were all moving this fast, and I'm moving my hand back and forth. But to him, because he was in that chair, the ball was hardly moving at all, explaining the fact that in theory he time traveled, which is, I know, a hard concept to grasp in that moment, but it's just to say time is relative.
Dude, speaking of time travel, I think I mentioned this to you guys the other night. You said to bring it up somehow, so I feel like this is a good spot. Apparently, I saw it on TikTok, so it's got to be true.
Yeah, gotta be.
So I saw this little, like, there's this island in Alaska, right,
Yeah.
next to another little island in Russia, okay? And Russia is like a full day ahead of us. And you can be right on that border and jump back and forth, and you will go between days. Like you will be in like
that's
Thursday,
insane.
and then you're on
Fascinating.
Friday, and then whatever. Go back and forth depending on which side of the
Yeah.
microphone I'm on. Depends which day I'm at.
If you're not
That's
productive
cool.
enough one day, just go to the other side.
Yeah, just go to
Just do what
Russia
you
real
needed to
quick,
do.
then come back to here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing too, though, is that like that's just how we keep track of our time. That's our standard. Like, okay, this is our
Right.
day, hour, time, minute, whatever. Time being relative to an individual is more so just explaining how time is different, seems different to us all.
Yeah.
And also, if you ever watch that movie Interstellar, it explains that a little bit too. Because like, there's that one planet that they're on where every like 7 minutes is a year on Earth, or
Yeah,
something
that's
crazy
crazy.
like that. But the math, if you go and like, there's an informational video that you can, I'll probably have to send y'all, but it you can go and look and see how that's possible.
Well, that's just space time, just the way that our Earth just revolves around our specific sun is just different compared to every other planet.
Exactly.
All right. What's next one?
Wow.
Science for
Good
you.
thoughts.
Wow.
Science.
Wow.
I love that topic.
Thanks.
Okay. So in that first Toy Story movie, if Buzz Lightyear didn't believe he was a toy, why did he freeze when humans came around?
Because
Whoa.
they're giant creatures that are like 30 times bigger than him.
No, that
He
doesn't
also
matter.
he also thought that he was an actual like
Space Ranger.
yeah, so he thought
Yeah.
that's just alien life to him.
Whoa, hold up.
Yeah, but when he froze up, he was like smiling,
Well, that's a really good question.
Huh.
like a
Yeah,
toy.
because even if they're bigger than him, like space, like how Buzz was, like, Space Ranger, he probably thought he saw some stuff from his planet or whatever. He would have tried to, like, fight it.
Yeah. Yeah. How would
That's
he
a
have
good
known
what?
to
That
freeze?
doesn't make
That's
any
fair.
sense.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
The things you just don't think about from your childhood,
I think that yeah.
like the sidewalks and the Cars movie thing.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's pretty crazy.
Are there any more that you know of, Zach? Like Pixar stuff like that?
Pixar theories?
Yeah.
Not off the top of my head. There are some really good ones out there, though.
That Tow Mater one was.
That was
That's
insane.
creepy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, and also, okay, I will say this: there is this funny Cars moment. You'll notice in the movie, I think it's the first Cars movie. Lightning McQueen sees two twin convertibles in front of them, and they
Yeah.
pop their lights up.
Yeah.
And then he whispers to himself, "I love my job," or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're flashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
And you never catch that when you're a kid. It's just
Dude,
funny.
the amount of adult jokes they put in Pixar movies and
Yeah.
Disney movies, it's awesome.
exactly.
Lightning McQueen gets it.
Oh,
What's the
yeah.
next one?
Number 7. You could still be right now in the middle of a game from tag from your childhood, and you could be it.
Wait, what? Oh, whoa.
Bless you.
Bless you.
your soul.
You could still be it from a game of
Yeah.
tag in your childhood.
Tag, you're it. Anyways, we're back now. Clayton had to blow his nose.
I guarantee you, I'm not it in any tag game I played. I was a beast at tag.
Oh, I never lost tag.
No.
How you're so well? I guess
With how
you're tall.
competitive I
was
am, I always
fast.
made sure I got the last touch before I left my friends.
Oh, well, that's fair.
What if they got you back and you never knew?
They didn't.
But you wouldn't
Nope.
know.
No,
I know.
yeah, they didn't, and they didn't.
And they didn't.
And they
Well,
didn't.
Let's play
that's
tag later,
that's
Presley.
that's all I got.
Good old
Speaking of
games.
our childhood, let's talk about our childhood.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Sure.
Transition there. So we all remember our childhood as probably pretty good. You know, some things that we would say were
I'd
better
say
then
most of
than they
us,
are
yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those things?
Food.
Yeah,
I feel like I
definitely
can
food.
eat healthier foods.
Like a bigger palate.
yeah, I have a way larger or broader palate than I used to. Like I like more vegetables now than I did when I was a kid.
That's true.
But I also hate most of the little Debbies I used to love. Like for instance, Twinkies.
I can't
suck
eat a
now.
Twinkie.
Just-
I can't.
They're
They
fake.
suck.
I don't know if
Now,
that's
Swiss
because like
cake rolls.
It's like eating SpongeBob.
I don't know if that's because our taste buds have changed or if they just always tasted that bad.
Or
I
if
don't
they've
know.
changed.
Or they've changed. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I feel like I used to
just
be able
not
to
the same.
eat bad food, a lot more of it, and now I can't. It
Yeah.
just
Well,
hurts,
now
it
it's
hurts
because
too
we're
much.
adults and
Yeah.
we can make our own decisions. We don't have to yell at our mommies to not make us eat that food.
We could also
We have adult money.
gain our own weight.
That's very true. That's very true.
I mean, I make my own decision on like what razor I use and stuff.
Oh, do you?
Like Manscaped. Like the Lawnmower
yeah.
4.0.
Oh my goodness.
It helps prevent, or helps reduce nicks. Like,
Yeah.
I choose to do that. I'm an adult now.
That
When
is
I
a
was
choice.
younger, if I wanted a razor, my parents would have to go and just buy me their own. And I can choose to get Manscaped now.
I'm just kidding. This
So,
one's
guys,
expensive.
support for the Awkward Take is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the
Yeah.
best in men's below the waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineered tools for your family jewels, down there. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. So join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you, 20% off and free shipping with the code AWKWARD at manscaped.com. And how many balls is that, guys? That's about 8 million.
8 million
8 million
balls.
Because 4 million times 2 is 8 million.
a lot
That
of
is
balls.
correct.
Also, that stuff smells amazing.
Chris,
really does.
do you have
I
any
wouldn't-
experience with
maybe not.
Manscaped?
Yeah.
Me? Yeah, I actually have one. Yeah.
You do?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I do use it regularly. It does help.
And you have the 2.0, you said?
Yeah, I have one of the older ones.
Well,
Yeah, let me tell you, I think you need to upgrade.
Yeah,
the
probably.
2.0
Yeah,
is
it's
great,
about
don't get me wrong, but the 4.0 is just, it's different technology, the nick technology, the like reduced nicking technology, I guess.
The
you could say.
Technology.
Nicking
Yeah.
technology.
Technology. I mean, just listen to this. You see the light on this thing?
Yeah, there's a
Wait,
light. You
everyone
can,
You can
just
see
start-
Leighton a lot better.
Dude, you could do it in the dark.
you can
No.
literally do it in the dark.
I don't think you realize how helpful this light is, though.
It actually
Yeah,
is. I
Zach,
didn't-
tell us how helpful that light is.
Yeah, so I was in the shower when I was using it one day, and I didn't realize how little I saw before. Like, especially like when you're trying to get as much as you can, and the flashlight helped. I was surprised.
It is so dope that they're waterproof too.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Just
Yeah.
like, you know, if you're using just a normal razor, you probably feel like, well, okay, let me turn the shower off and then let me start. But then you can just do it in the shower.
Or then you gotta lay down a towel, and then on top of that, like especially if you get their performance package, I believe they come with those. I don't know what they call them, but it's those newspapers.
newspaper
and
ones?
they do help. I like that.
Which
Yeah.
are hilarious. To
Oh
read.
yeah, if you ever
Yeah.
read through those things, they put the funniest quotes
Yeah.
on there.
Get you a whiff of that ball toner.
Yeah, smell that.
Yeah. They also have the
Dude.
crop preserver, which is ball deodorant.
Right?
Oh, and it's
Yeah.
I looked
It
it up.
smells
It's
good. I actually have some.
anti-chafing as well.
It
Oh,
is.
that's good for you.
It is. I
Yeah.
actually have some. Yeah.
And like,
Nice.
I have some chafing issues. I got big old tree trunks for legs, and let me tell you, that stuff helps. It really, really does.
That's not what I thought you were going to say. Anyway. It really wasn't. But
Oh my goodness.
All right.
I know. I heard
thought
tree
we were
trunk
all
and my brain
thinking
went, what's he going to finish with?
No, I can't remember who brought this up the other day. I think it was you, Presley. Presley? Yeah. This is going to be awkward. I think the other night we were chilling on Xbox or whatever, and you were like, man, my junk stinks. Well, you know what? It wouldn't
need
stink
some
with the
crop
ball deodorant
anymore.
or the crop
Deodorant.
preserver.
and guys, listen. If you ever get confused on how to use it, just read the directions.
Yeah.
They are super clear and hilarious.
Yeah,
So-
and if you're in a time crunch and you
Fantastic.
can't do the gentleman's wash, then the ball
Yeah.
deodorant is an amazing alternative.
Oh, yeah.
I
Right.
feel like that's very self-explanatory. I feel like you should not need instructions for that. But then again, does it say don't eat on it? Because I'm pretty sure every product says it now.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
But
don't eat your Manscaped products.
for you vegans out there, this crop reviver actually does say vegan.
Oh,
Nice.
is it? That
Wow.
actually is nice. A lot of my friends in class are vegan.
Paraben free, dye free, and cruelty free. No animals were
That's
harmed, I
awesome.
assume.
Well, like, since
I don't think it's talking about people.
since Manscaped has gifted us a free
4.0 package.
4.0 pack performance package, it's kind of made me like think like, what would I do without this now? Because there's so many products they
Yeah.
have that are so useful, but like especially just like the Lawnmower 4.0 in general, like it's the best razor I've ever used.
Yeah.
Easily.
And I know I've said this before, but I really don't like endorsing something I don't believe in.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I do like this product. It's been helpful.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we weren't just coming across as just total sellouts. We're like, no,
Yeah.
we're going to try this,
Yeah.
give it an honest feedback, and this is our honest feedback.
Yeah, and
it's
honestly,
a great product.
like thank you to Manscaped for even reaching out to us. We appreciate it because we love your product and we love helping others get it. Honestly,
Super dope.
Chris, you need to upgrade.
I do.
You
Yeah.
need to upgrade
I
to the
do.
4.0.
use code word awkward
and we can help
check
you out
out.
with 20% off.
Yeah.
You can get 20% off and free shipping with the code awkward at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code awkward. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Guys, we joke and we have fun, but in all seriousness, they have amazing products that we've really enjoyed. And if you're a female, you have a significant other, or what if you're close to your brother enough to feel comfortable to give him this stuff, get him some Manscaped stuff as a birthday present or whatever coming up.
Because if it's good enough for my bald head,
It's
it's
good
good
enough.
enough for your man's balls.
All right, but anyways, talking about when we were kids, I miss being part of a team. Lately,
like
I
a
have
sports
a
team?
sports team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I decided I played sports my whole life, as y'all know, but I decided at a certain age I would stop. playing, and I don't regret that at all. Like I just didn't. It became like a chore to me.
Yeah.
But the just being a part of a team and like that close bond with so many people, and the bonds maybe with like the coaches and like their parents, and like I miss that part.
Yeah, and especially when you get older, it gets a bit different. Because I joined a men's league for baseball, or actually no, it was softball when I got older, and that was just last year or something. Man, that is just beer belly league. I don't care what anyone says. I am so tired of a bunch of grown men like swinging a baseball bat, like half intoxicated. Like it's not the way it was when you were in school. So,
They're probably not using Manscaped ball deodorant either.
yeah,
No,
they're probably
it's
not.
real
They
bad.
stank. They stank.
And dude, like as me personally, I bowled all of my life, and I would much rather, whenever I did play basketball, I loved having just being on a team, because bowling it's a one person sport,
Right.
and on the collegiate level you can be on teams, but I never did that. I was always by myself because I'm awesome, but it doesn't matter. So, but I definitely do miss the team aspect of playing basketball all the time. I want to do it again.
I credit a lot to sports, not only just the game itself and stuff, but I think for kids especially, it helps kind of give them different
Social skills.
social skills and like work ethic. It gave me some work ethic.
Ethel.
Discipline.
Yeah,
and like
for sure.
self-discipline, especially just keeping yourself in the shape you need to be in, and whatever else. In my sports management classes, sports management major, we talk about that a lot, and how sports is more than just a game, and how it can develop kids, and even outside of being a kid, it can still develop different skills and athletes, and like NBA, NFL, whatever.
Yeah.
It can always teach you something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's something I kind of miss from childhood. But
What about you, Leighton? What do you miss from being a kid?
I miss our band days, I think. Our old band days.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You were a part of that too, Chris.
I was for a short period of time.
Yeah,
yes.
you were. That's actually where we met.
It is. Yes, it was. We like met, and then we didn't see each other again for like 3-4 years because I stopped. I just didn't go, and then I just ended up going to one of y'all's concerts, and that's how we all like kind of connected again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, it's Chris.
Yeah, you
You're-
literally shot up like a tree. Literally.
Oh, dude! Like in those like 2-3
Yes.
years that we didn't see each other, I grew like an entire foot.
I remember
like,
we
it
used
was
to be the
bad.
same height at one point.
I don't remember that at all.
I think.
It's like, that's such a long time ago.
yeah. No, I miss kind of that, also that team aspect in band when
Yeah.
like there's a lot of different moving parts coming together, and I don't know, just being a part of that.
I didn't
that.
get to take like all the trips you guys took too.
I
I kind of
didn't
wish
take
that
a
I
lot.
stuck around to do all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, you mean like performing at the courthouse?
Yeah, like I kind of wish I stuck around to do all that stuff. But
Well, a lot of that was the choir.
that's true.
the
Well,
bands-
which I was
True.
also in.
Yeah. Well, the bands
But-
did like other things like basketball, football games.
Yeah.
Played for those.
That
and
was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Like I wanted to be on drumline, but I was terrible, and Zach waxed me every single time. So
Well, you weren't terrible. I just tried to push you harder.
yeah, true. I was a lot better when I was in band in public school, and then when I got homeschooled, I just kind of forgot all of that stuff. But I tried to
That's
pick it back up. But you know,
birthdays don't hit the same anymore.
not at all.
And I don't know. I kind of enjoy. Actually, no. I like birthdays a lot more than I did when I was younger. When I was,
Really?
Yeah, my birthdays when I was younger were kind of sad.
Oh, because you're born so close to Christmas.
Yeah, so
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was born December 28th. I'm a December baby, 3 days after Christmas, and so I always got a lot of combined gifts.
Yeah.
The first ever like real like friends birthday party I ever threw, I invited an entire classroom of kids in like first grade, like 20 something people. One person came. You know who that one person was?
Evan.
Actually, no, it was Cameron.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Cameron is the only one that came, and he's still my longest like friendship that I've ever had, and we've stayed friends ever since, which is cool. But like, it just goes to say like when I was younger, I could not get people to go to birthday parties. That's why they're always in like January or February, because that's when people come back from Christmas break. And
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Holidays definitely don't hit the same way they did when you were younger. Christmas
No.
just
Yeah.
doesn't hit for me
Oh,
anymore.
it hits for me still.
At least the the religious aspect of it still hits, but like just, Santa
Yes.
presents, all that stuff is just eh.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only birthday for me now that matters is 21.
Oh, and just how much you love getting socks now? How
Oh, yeah.
amazing is
Dude,
that?
I can't afford
know.
socks.
I know.
Thank you. I will take all the socks you will give me.
All the socks, all the underwear. I don't care anymore.
Dude.
I want it.
Zach, I was gonna say, like growing up for you, each birthday, and just because when you were growing up younger with your bald head, did it kind of remind you were bald still at that young and you just didn't understand it, so it made you sad?
Good catch. No, actually, I was not bald. And I am now, but it's a choice.
That sounds like a choice.
It's a good choice.
It's a choice.
I was on TikTok live the other day.
Oh, gosh.
And someone asked about you.
Yeah.
And I just brought up that you played Caillou when you were a kid. And
Live action.
someone commented back, and they're like, "Wait, did he actually play Caillou when he was a kid?"
No.
I was like, "Yeah, he played." I mean, look at his head. He
No.
played Caillou.
I did not play Caillou when I was a kid. Oh my gosh.
No, what were we doing? We all hung out a couple of weeks ago. Oh my gosh, I
just
can't
chilling at
remember.
your place, or-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did Omegle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Indian dude, he just pointed towards your head and said, hair loss. Hair loss.
Hair loss.
Yeah, it was funny. He had like this very obvious language barrier, and he didn't know many words in English. But he looked at me when I
knew
popped
hair
my
loss.
head in, and I was like, "Oh, you hair loss."
Hair loss. Gone.
Was that the same night I
was
was
great.
chasing y'all in the Wendy's parking lot?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that was.
You-
Yeah, so I had to go to the bathroom, and they were in the drive-through, and I was like, I don't think I'm getting anything, so I'm just gonna pop out and go in real quick. Well, their dining room was still closed for some reason. They have been since COVID. And so they were in the drive-through, and so I was like, it's closed, so I'm gonna go find them. Well, I saw them pulling around because I guess they were gonna park too and go in. And so when I saw them pulling around, I just started booking it in the parking lot, trying to catch after.
Forrest Gumped.
Yes,
us
there
so
were
hard.
so many people just staring at
The
me.
way he was running made it seem like he had some mental
I was on a
issues.
mission. I was wanting to like hop on the back of your car or something. and
Oh, wait.
like
You
that
were sprinting like we just stole your car. That's,
Wow.
Oh, that was good. Oh,
Hey, you hair loss.
dude, oh my God.
oh, something else that was better when we were kids. Video games.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
What happened? They all
well,
suck
I mean,
now.
Our standard has
I can't
changed,
explain.
I think.
Video
standard
games is
has
just-
changed. Sorry.
Yeah,
Dude,
the
I
standard
mean,
has changed.
the simplest things like Lego, whatever.
Lego Batman.
Lego Star Wars.
Star
Lego
Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Lego
Lego
games.
Batman was my game.
Lego Batman was that game.
Dude.
For some reason, that still to me has the best soundtrack of any video game ever. I
Did,
don't know why.
Really?
Dude, it was hype for me. I don't know why Lego Batman just hit different.
It was
Every
good.
time it was just in that like startup menu, dude, I was going stupid.
I know me and Presley played this game, but did y'all ever play Sly Cooper?
I've heard y'all talk about
Sly Cooper was like one of our favorite games, I think, right?
Yeah, and
Played
it
it
was
so much.
it was single player. They had a whole trilogy, and there was this whole story to it. But almost nobody's heard of it.
No,
Oh,
that
that's
is the
fantastic.
first time I've ever heard
And
of that.
it was on like PlayStation 2 when the third one came out, so it didn't go to that next generation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just forgotten about.
Like just recently, dude, like video games, like I don't get as hype anymore that I used to. I think the only game I'm hyped for now is Overwatch 2. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I'm like extremely excited for because I don't have a PlayStation. I can't go play all the PlayStation exclusive games.
Like
I'm-
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Dude,
Oh.
that is the only reason I want to buy a PS5 is to play
Yeah.
the PlayStation exclusive games. I would absolutely play God of War, Spider-Man. They're coming out with a Wolverine game, which looks awesome. I would definitely play that. But
I think they're gonna start doing like a whole video game world with the Marvel stuff. That'd be great. I hope they do.
I don't
mean,
know because
for
they
me-
got Marvel versus Capcom, which is just a fighting game, but like
that's
they don't
kinda
have a
like
lot of, at least in my opinion, good Marvel games.
For me growing up, like I really only played like sports games, like Madden,
Yeah.
2K.
I'm not playing you in Madden. I don't want to cry.
Don't.
I don't want to cry.
This
That,
man
I
is
mean,
good.
Madden. I have played every Madden since 2008, which is
Did you
14,
play any of the
15 years now.
NCAA's?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Madden was like my game though.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of NBA 2K. I was kind of good at that. But like even like the Madden games, they're not as good as they used to be.
I didn't even start playing 2K till we started playing, but growing up, I played NBA Jam on
Yeah,
the original
that
Xbox.
was
fun.
That game was fun.
Like people are calling for the NFL to get rid of EA because
Please.
I
Madden,
don't blame them.
Madden has been the same game for like 4 years.
I don't
Yep.
blame them. EA kind of just takes the life out of every
EA
video
in
game.
general, I know people aren't liking it.
That's
all
why I didn't
Yeah.
like any of the Battlefront games for Star Wars. Like
Right.
they just
I remember
weren't
that.
fun anymore. And especially the new Battlefield. That game tanked. It was so bad.
I still kind of want to try it. I want to say
Well, they made it
beta.
free. That's how bad it
What?
was. They made it free.
Really?
It's free.
It's free now. That's how
And
bad it
people
was.
still don't play it.
People
Are you
still
talking
won't
about
play.
like Game Pass or is it just free?
No,
free?
it is free.
Really?
Yes. EA
Well, I
was
know what
like,
I'm doing
this
when I get
game
home.
tanked. It doesn't matter. If y'all want to play it, go ahead and play it. It's free.
There was so much hype around that game. People were thinking it was going to be.
I
like,
thought
so
it was
good.
going to be awesome because the last couple of Battlefields have been pretty good.
Battlefield 1?
Battlefield 1 was good. I really
That's a
liked
good
the campaign on that one.
Yeah.
That's
I've
the
been
other
a big
thing.
Battlefield guy. Call of Duty.
Oh, when you were a
sucks.
kid, it was so much
It
better.
was so good.
It was
I
so
grew
much
up with
better.
Black Ops 1, 2, and
Yes.
3, and I saw the tail end of Modern Warfare
Warfares.
series.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So here's the thing for me. I am one of the few people that can say I have played every single Call of Duty.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, Modern Warfare, World at War, like all of those games.
Yep.
I just played them growing up. They suck now. They
They
just.
absolutely suck.
I will say
unfortunate.
the best one that has come out as of recently, Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I agree.
I would argue that that's been the best one so
Yeah.
far.
That one hit. That
And
one was 10 out of 10 for me.
Cold War wasn't that bad either, but I am not sweaty like all these other people playing these games.
No, at all.
Like I don't I have stuff to do. I don't have time to play this like for 4 hours a day.
Now, I'm interested into what Microsoft is going to do since they bought out Activision and Blizzard. I wonder what they're going to do with that series.
I'm not so much worried about what they're going to do with the series as much as I'm worried about what they're going to do as a company. You see, Microsoft
that's true.
is playing the long game here.
Yeah.
You know how Xbox Game Pass works right now.
Yep.
What is it? How much do you pay a month?
I pay, well, I'm different. I had an Office account, so I
Oh.
pay like $14 for Xbox Live, Game Pass, and Gold all at the same time.
Okay, well, what is it, like $5-10 a month to
Yeah.
play all of their like thousands of games in the library
Yeah.
For free. And what they're going to do now that they bought up Activision is that they're going to start creating a monopoly. They're buying out all these companies,
Yep.
and they just are they're competing in a way that others can't. Not to mention Sony is just not nearly as big as Microsoft is. They're not
Right.
close. So what's going to happen is that the market's going to get saturated with Xbox and Microsoft players, and now Activision is going to probably become an Xbox exclusive, I would imagine. And they are going to just get rid of all the competitors. And now, once we get rid of all their competition, games are going to skyrocket in price.
Well, see, that's why I worry about Nintendo's situation too, because like obviously Nintendo's always been the GOAT. It doesn't matter. Mario Kart, Super Mario Bros. They've always been around, and they always keep saying that their last console is always going to be their last console, and then they make hundreds of billions of dollars off of their last console. So like, I guess we'll make another one.
That's the thing, though, is that they're definitely an original pioneer, and there's not much topping them as far as like those style of games that they play.
No.
But I've never been a Nintendo person.
Their consoles are lacking. My phone has more RAM and power than a Switch does, honestly.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that they really revolutionized with the Switch, like how we play games and how portable that is.
they just revolutionized handheld gaming consoles, and nobody can touch that. Like the PS like Vita tanked
Dude.
because of the DS.
Yeah, let's talk about the like that was an insane.
the PSP.
The
yeah, the
PSP.
PSP. Like it was a good idea.
That was probably the most technologically forward console we've ever gotten at that
It
time.
wasn't
period.
good.
It wasn't
if I
good,
remember.
but it wasn't
I liked it.
terrible. The concept was good.
Yeah.
I liked the idea behind it. I wish they would have kept up with it.
You
But
can play Crash Bandicoot on them things. It was fun.
I think the Switch was probably the next step in technology as
Yeah.
far as that goes.
because they waited a while before they came out with the Switch. Like they came out with the Wii, then the Wii U. They waited like what 5 years before they came out with another
They're
console.
not making. They don't make Wii consoles anymore, do
No,
they?
they do not. They don't even make Wii games. Like you can't you can't take a Switch game and go play it on the Wii, and you can't really take a Wii game and go play it on the Switch.
Why?
They just made the last like Wii Sports game like a year.
They,
or two
yeah, they
ago.
made it. Well, actually, they're coming out with another one too. They're
What?
they're making a Switch Sports. Actually, I saw that unveil like a couple of months ago. It's supposed to be coming out sometime either in the summer or
Be
closer to the fall.
interested.
Yeah, I mean it's just gonna be on the Switch, but I think it's gonna be cool. It
I
might
just
be.
feel like Switch is like I just don't get it. Like it's not. There's not enough frames. There's not enough.
That's
power,
what I was saying,
you're
dude. Like my
It's
phone
just
has
not-
more power than that console. The stuff
Yeah.
they can do with that console, they don't.
I don't get for
yeah.
how much it costs to like.
Yep.
Why would I want to get that? Like I can just get a couple extra $100 and get an Xbox
Or a gaming PC.
or
a
a
gaming
couple
PC.
more
Well,
$100.
Here's the thing, though, and you're talking about like frames, and as far as like the actual console itself and how it works, you got to think about Nintendo games. How much RAM and
Yeah.
how many frames do you need to play Mario Kart?
Mario Kart.
You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, their
And
games
so-
are not super heavy when
Their
it comes to
market-
the technology stuff.
Yeah, and like their market, I feel like is just specifically geared towards like younger kids, and
Yeah.
they don't
Right.
need all that. But
True. The only thing is like whenever they try to get games on there like Fortnite, like
Yeah.
a Fortnite gamer on a Nintendo Switch, they might as well not even try to play the game
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
cannot nearly compete. Like they're in
No.
such a niche market.
like a niche.
Yeah.
That's
Grow
why
people.
in multiplayer they put them
That's
in
the
a
word.
different pool.
Yeah,
They really do. They
which is
keep it
smart.
to a Switch pool. You can't. I don't think you can do cross-platform when it comes
You
to
can.
certain games. Can you?
can.
You can cross-platform with the
It's your
Switch,
choice.
I don't know if you should.
but then
I don't know if you should.
Then you
because
open yourself up to a whole,
a whole
world
lot of
hurt.
things. Because like take Overwatch, they just came out with like cross-platform like last year. The game's been out for 6 years.
Really?
They just came out with cross-platform.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be a terrible way to do that with the Switch, because I know
Oh,
you can play
gosh.
Overwatch on the Switch. Don't play with somebody that's on a console
No.
or PC.
But
I
here's-
hate playing with you on PC.
When Overwatch came out, though, cross-platform was kind of taboo.
Yeah,
Like nobody did that.
Nobody did.
Nobody
that.
wanted to do that.
I hate that I didn't start playing Overwatch until it was already 5 years old.
Yeah.
I wish I would have.
Well, I just
played
got it
when
like 2 days ago.
2 days
So-
ago. Yeah.
Here's the
Well-
other thing. Oh, Schmath, go for it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
no, he's been trying like 3 times
Oh,
now.
really?
Well, you had mentioned Fortnite. I just wanted to bring up Fortnite because there's such
yeah.
like a
Oh,
split opinion on it.
I don't know.
Because my thing is,
know.
it's not.
I
Let's
have
be
a
honest.
kind
The
of.
reason we all played it for as long as we did is because it was one of, if not the only game we could all play together.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially for our friend Schmear, who is in hours away from us. That's kind of
Yeah.
how we just kind of hung out with him for a while
Yeah.
and talked. But the thing with like me and Leighton, we enjoyed the last season that came out, like the
Yeah.
previous one. It was not that bad.
It wasn't.
But my thing is, people hate on it so much, but it is still like top 3, top 2 game in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
popularity is still,
As soon as you think, oh, it's going away, it comes right
It
back.
comes
and
right
does
back. They
something.
But-
come out with something new, like this whole no building thing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
they just came out with recently. It is very controversial, dude.
Yeah.
what I was gonna
Extremely.
say is like they're at a like they've done it for so long now, but they're at a really difficult point because whatever they decide to do next can kind of
break
project
it.
them or
It's
like
either going to
break
kill them
them.
or it's going to bring them more
because building is what made Fortnite. It's what made
Yeah.
it different than all the other battle royales. You had like H1Z1, PUBG, and all these games, and they were kind of the same thing. But then you had Fortnite, and they added building, and it just completely changed everything. You could get to new places that you couldn't before. You could, protect yourself while you were building, and that was cool.
Never
but
seen that
now,
before.
yeah, you never seen it before. But now it's gotten to
They
a point.
took that aspect away from it, and that's why
Yeah.
a lot of people are like getting upset because it's starting to copy Apex just a tad.
It's
But
too
then
difficult
a lot
to
of
build.
people love it that the
Right.
building is gone.
yeah, I
Yeah.
I don't know
can't say
yet.
that I love it. I think it's a cool thing, but it's definitely a lot harder to stay alive.
I find myself all the time like trying to build. And I'm like, oh, I can't anymore.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
Took it
press
away.
the button all the time. Like,
we were
why
playing,
can't I build?
We were playing the other day, and I was watching. I'm like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I just tried to build.
I just tried to build.
I just died because I was trying to build."
And I kept clicking the button to
Yeah,
build, and I'm
yeah.
like, why is it working? I'm like, oh yeah,
it's a force of habit.
Like,
and we can talk about the game all we want, but I feel like the thing that gets slept on a lot with Fortnite is that Epic Games revolutionized the way the industry worked
Absolutely.
from
Oh, yeah.
that point on.
Absolutely.
You got to think about this. Fortnite was free. Do you? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
Leighton, do you remember the first time you downloaded Fortnite?
Yes.
We ever talked about it? You were
I
like, "Hey, I
remember.
downloaded this game called Fortnite. It's totally
should
free."
try it.
Pre-seasons.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
no seasons, and then like everyone started downloading it. And it was free, and then they had items that you could buy in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and that was how they got their money. There used to be no such thing as a free game
Right.
that
That
you
was
could play
good.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good. Yeah, it was
Yes.
always like some 2D like Uno
Right.
or
Yeah.
something. And
Yeah.
now, I mean, look at it now. You just said 2042 is free, and they're gonna get tons of money just from like the in-game buying that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that used to never be a thing. Epic Games revolutionized the way that the industry works.
In my
Well, see-
opinion, you can say what you want,
Yeah.
but I think it's fair to say now that Fortnite is one of the best and most influential games of all time.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
absolutely. It'll definitely go down in
100%.
history.
Oh yeah.
But that's one of the things that people also hate too, is that it brought a lot of games that brought microtransactions inside the games. People really do hate that. That's one of the reasons why people are so like thirsty for single player full games, because
Here's
you don't
the
have to
thing.
buy anything.
Right.
With the microtransactions, I am totally fine with it.
Yeah.
As long as it's cosmetic
Yep.
and does not affect the gameplay.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
Nothing wrong with a skin that looks cool. And a matter of fact, Fortnite, because they just have skins and the game is free, they have made way more money
Way
than
more
what they
money.
would have made if they just made it a $60 game.
Yep.
Like I have spent maybe $100 on Fortnite skins, and
Yes.
I rarely buy a skin. But
I don't
Same with the
even
battle
wanna
passes,
know
too.
How much
Yeah.
money I've spent on that game?
Yeah.
I don't.
a lot
I
more.
really
I mean, like,
don't.
especially now.
It's crazy.
Who can't you be in that game?
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
have Spider-Man, Venom, Batman. You
John
have
Wick.
people from The Walking Dead. You
Yeah.
have John Wick. You have any. You can be like anybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
In
crazy.
what is a lot of people's
Marvel.
favorite games, like favorite game, like that's the business
Did y'all
is
see
insane.
that they put Snoop Dogg in Cold War or
Wait.
Vanguard?
Oh yeah.
They put him in Vanguard.
No.
Yeah, they did.
Speaking of which, I haven't heard squat about that game. Didn't want it. Don't want to.
Vanguard,
play
it kind of it flopped.
sure it did.
They're
It's
actually,
Call of
I
Duty.
think they're making it free for a specific period of time.
there you go.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's how bad
I think
it
nowadays, if the game's just bad, they just stop making it free.
Yeah. I've heard things about Call of Duty of how like since they bought Activision, how they're gonna change the way that they do the Call of Duty games.
They should.
I think they should.
Because
But I
they're
don't know how they're gonna.
they're
do
stuck
it,
in the
really.
past.
I'm trying to remember like when Call of Duty just started to flop. Like, what game did it start with for y'all?
For me, this is controversial. For me, it kind of fell off at Ghosts, honestly.
Oh,
I know a lot of people like it,
I love
Ghost was
Ghosts.
but the game that came before that was
Black Ops 2,
Black Ops 2.
the best.
Yeah,
One of the best ever.
I'm controversial. I
Oh.
enjoyed Advanced
and
Warfare.
then
I liked
Xbox.
Advanced
I liked Advanced Warfare. People hate on that game
I hated it.
so much.
I wasn't skilled
Now,
enough.
Infinite Warfare was garbage.
Oh, that was for me where I fell off
Yeah.
right there. Infinite Warfare.
Infinite Warfare was
And
garbage.
you know what freaking sucks? And yes, I'm gonna
What?
slap the table. That was the game I was best at. I had like a 2.0 KD.
Dude,
And it was garbage.
That
The
was
game
me for
garbage.
Advanced Warfare, dude. I was like, I think I was ranked at some point with Advanced Warfare. Like, I played that game heavy,
Yeah.
super heavy. I loved that game, especially zombies. I love that zombie.
Oh, zombies and Advanced Warfare. Evan says he doesn't remember this, but I swear, I will mark my words. We got to over round 100 on that.
Oh, yeah.
game.
Easy.
I think we did.
I think the zombies games have definitely fallen off too.
I have never been, like I've said, I played sports games
Right.
mainly my whole life, so I haven't been a huge COD fan. But I mean, I play it because I was a normal teenager. Every teenager played COD.
At some point, yeah.
But Black Ops 2, I absolutely love that game.
Did you guys ever do LAN parties when you were kids?
No,
What's that?
Man,
A LAN party? Oh,
never did it.
Y'all are missing. Okay, wait. Literally, none of you did LAN parties.
We did once that one.
Okay,
time
yeah,
at
we
our
did.
house,
Okay, yeah, you
Once.
have. But that was when was it when you were younger?
No.
Yeah.
Noah, have you ever done a LAN party?
yeah, I was
Okay,
gonna say, I
wow.
don't know what a LAN
All
party
right,
is.
so I guess I'm alone. A LAN party is where you take a bunch of like cables on the back of your like say Xbox and you connect them together and you can all play co-op and you just have a bunch of different streams.
Huh.
Screens, sorry. It was really popular with Halo. That was one of the most fun times I had as a kid.
Yeah.
Especially that was like my 16th birthday party we did it. We had like this huge bracket where all of our friends competed to see who would win the Call of Duty match. Wasn't it like Trey that won or something?
No, it was
No, I
Leighton.
won.
Of course you
It
did.
was Leighton. Of course it was Leighton. He's been playing
I-
Overwatch for 3 weeks
Dude,
now, and he's already better than me.
I
hate
actually
it.
would prepare for that. Like weeks before,
Yeah,
like once
yeah.
you mentioned that, I'm not even joking. I would go to every single map and I would figure out a strategy of how I was gonna play and which guns I would use and where I would like I took it way too serious.
That's
I
so
can't
I
play
have
video
that.
games with him.
I could not wait
Actually-
for that tournament. It was like so cool.
Dude, you've been reported several times on Overwatch.
People think I'm cheating.
Dude, your aim is ridiculous.
I don't know why.
don't blame them.
They keep reporting me.
I was gonna say, I think you and I like would train for this tournament.
Yeah, we
This
did.
whole bracket that we did.
I was like, Presley, let's get on. Let's try.
Yeah,
try
just
to do
one on
this.
one,
Yeah.
1v1. Because that's what it was like, how many of us? Like 8?
Maybe
there's
eight.
like
Eight of us
There
would
was, like,
go-
Whit, John, Leighton,
Ben,
Ben,
you.
Trey, me, Evan.
Yeah.
That was about
It's
it.
pretty
I didn't
big
like.
bracket.
I didn't like playing like the older CODs with y'all because y'all were sweaty.
Oh,
Y'all were super,
yeah.
Well, this was
especially
on-
Black Ops 2. You were like, hey, 1v1. No, I'm not 1v1. No, I want
Snipers
to.
only.
Absolutely not. I cannot
No, I
snipe
loved
to save my life.
sniping. That was fun.
Oh man.
And not to mention like the amount of times I wanted to throw my controller during that.
Dude,
It was my own birthday. You're supposed to let me win.
Leighton, have you ever been in like a tournament for anything? You should try it.
You should.
I found this app where I can be in tournaments for Madden. I've made some money off of that.
I might need to do that. That'd be fun.
I
Dude,
wanted
you
to
could-
get into like
right.
fighting game tournaments. Like I was really good at Dragon Ball Fighters for a while. Like I like anime fighting games. I was never really good at Mortal Kombat at all or Street Fighter. Not really.
I've always wanted to do tournaments, right? But all the games that I've liked have always been team games or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always need, like, people to, like, want to do it or whatever. I still think that we should do it.
We should.
should just
That's
get
why
in
I
the
wanted to get
tournament.
y'all on Overwatch because
Just
that's
for
what I
fun.
want. I want a
Overwatch is
whole
fantastic
squad
for
to
that.
do
I'm
that
not
with.
good enough to do Overwatch.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I'll
tournaments.
get you
do it.
there, buddy. I will get you
Just
there.
because
He's
I
the
just started.
strategist.
How many to a squad?
6.
We need 6.
6. We have 6.
But
Yeah,
Overwatch 2 is 5.
Overwatch 2 is 5. They're taking out a tank.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can only have 1 tank, 2 damage, and 2 healers.
The
Interesting.
Awkward Tapes team.
The awkward team.
The awkward
Esports.
team.
Yes.
well, Zach,
Esports division.
Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Speaking of video games,
Ruby?
What's Tuesday?
Tuesday.
the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
really stoked for that one.
Yeah, MLB the show, baseball game. Me and Zach are baseball guys.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people are probably listening to this and like, oh, we're excited for it. Me and Zach are. We love that. Man.
There's gonna be a new co-op mode where you can have 3 players.
You
on
actually
a
play
team
together
each.
on a team. Yeah, that's cool.
I was never hype about any like sports games for some reason. I just never
Love 'em.
like all the Maddens are the same nowadays. All the 2Ks are the same nowadays.
The
Like
thing with the show is it was PlayStation exclusive for so long.
It was,
and
yeah.
last year was the first year ever it was on anything else. So it was like a big deal. We loved it.
I don't
It was
even
like
know,
one
like-
of my favorite sports games I played in a long time.
I don't even know why I have an Xbox. I don't even like Xbox exclusive games. I don't play
of
Halo.
us.
The only time I play Forza is with you guys.
Hey, we have Sunset Overdrive.
Never say that again. No, never say that again. I would-
Forza.
Forza. I will play Forza, but only with you guys. Like I
Okay.
like racing games. Racing games are my thing because I grew up with Need for Speed. Need for Speed is an arcade racing game. Forza is
Yeah.
a simulator. They're two completely different things.
That's very true.
It also has way too many problems for me to want to play it.
I agree.
It takes way, way, way too long to get everyone in a squad, no connection issues, and everyone's like, okay, I'm going to start the race now. Everybody,
I'm gonna
make sure you
drive
press the
to
button.
a race. It'll be there in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's also because we're on Xbox, sadly.
Yeah. Like the loading screens take forever.
Microsoft kind of neglects their consoles a lot.
Yes, they do.
We gotta, okay.
Which is ridiculous.
Consoles either need to get way better or people need to stop buying them.
Yep.
Because,
Or they need to make PCs cheaper.
well,
Oh, they're not
will
going to do
never
that
happen.
because that's way too many
It
companies
is
making the different
ridiculous.
parts.
The modern games today that okay, we went over to Zach's house the other day. You remember this?
Yeah.
And it was actually Forza, and literally was waiting for maybe 10 minutes, and it would not load. And then he's like, "No, trust me, it just takes this long or whatever." And then I quit out of it just because I'm like, "There's no way," and do it again, and it took like 10 minutes
Yeah.
to load the video game, and I'm like, on my PC, it might take 30 seconds,
Seconds.
maybe.
It's
It's,
like
like-
just Xbox, dude. They're
Yeah.
just slow. Like I've never had that issue because a couple of my friends have PS5s. I've never seen them ever have that issue on PS5. But then again, we all really do have older console
Yeah,
Xboxes.
we
I don't
do.
think any of us have gotten any of the new
well,
ones.
you do.
I have the One X.
I was
which
about to
is
say, I think you have the newest one.
just under in RAM and the other thing.
CPU power, GPU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GPU, just under in RAM and GPU from the Xbox X, which is
Yeah.
like the next generation.
I don't want a mini fridge on my desk. That thing is massive.
We've all
Yeah.
played the Arkham like Batman games, right?
oh,
I
yeah.
have it?
miss.
I've never
I'm
played it.
so ready.
Never?
I thought
Never.
you mentioned it.
What?
Oh, okay. I thought you played it.
I'm so ready for Arkham Knights,
Presley
the
has.
new one that's
Yeah.
supposed
Is
to come out.
Batman in there?
No, it's Red Hood, Robin, Nightwing, and Batgirl.
Is that Xbox too?
It's all consoles, I believe.
So everyone but Batman?
Isn't
Everyone
it-
but Batman. Well,
I think
don't
it's in the same universe, right?
know. Yes, it's in the same
Yeah.
universe.
Oh, good.
If you guys played Arkham Knight, sorry, spoilers. Batman dies.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're supposed to protect Gotham City from now
Carry
on.
it on.
Well, there was rumors that another like Arkham game was coming with Batman, but I don't know if that was ever.
I think
True or
they
not.
started talking about it after the Batman movie came out because a lot of people liked, what are they calling it now? Robert Pattinson's,
Pattinson,
his universe. They like that aspect of it, and some people want to make a game out of it. I don't blame them. I think that'd be a pretty cool concept.
I want something like the Spider-Man game. Like we can't get the Spider-Man game. Give us something. Give us Batman.
If they made a Batman game, how they make Spider-Man games, that would be super dope.
I want like a free roam too. I
Yeah,
want to
oh,
be
yeah.
able to just kind of go around Gotham and just do what I want.
Dude, like,
That'd be cool.
I don't know why, but Lego Batman 2 or 3 had
Three.
a massive free roam.
was
Like,
huge.
dude, it was massive.
Yeah.
But the thing about the Lego series, I don't think you can do that over Xbox Live, can you? Am I wrong on that?
I think so. I don't
I'm
think
not
there was
sure.
a multiplayer thing.
There is. Well, there was co-op.
There was co-op,
but you
but I
had
don't
to.
think there was online multiplayer. I don't think Lego got into online multiplayer until Lego Marvel, I think, was the first one they did that with.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure.
Whenever we were like at a point where we didn't know what game we would play or whatever, we were kind of sick and tired of Fortnite. We would always joke about Cars 2. Like, all right, let's all hop on a
Let's all
Cars
download
2.
Cars
It was
2.
not a bad game.
Whenever I
it
start
was
getting
not. It was
mad at a
good.
game, I just go play Minecraft.
Literally for the past 2 years, we've just been finding games to fill the void of Fortnite.
And then we
Yeah.
always go
And
back.
we
to
always
it.
go
back
back
to
to it.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played Apex pretty heavy because I was like, oh, okay, I like this. And I still do like Apex, but it's just it's the fun that you have with people on
Yeah.
Fortnite that I just like.
Even now, it's not as good as it used to be, but every now and then, like, it is actually a lot of fun with your friends.
It's
It
just
is.
a breath
Yeah.
of fresh
Me
air.
and Presley were playing the other night, and for whatever reason, Presley was tearing up
I don't know what happened.
with the no building or anything.
no
Maybe
building.
you're just better with no build, like the COD experience type
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, I like the
Yeah.
tactical sprint. I like the fact that you can vault over walls and
I
stuff
was
like
using all of that
Yeah.
to get around
That's
people.
why people
Meanwhile,
think
I
it's
was still
copying
trying to build.
Apex.
I mean,
Because you can do all of that in
a.
Apex with like the no build aspect of it. It looks a lot like Apex's combat.
The thing with Apex that sets it apart still, though, is that it has like different heroes, kind of like Overwatch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, which brings different abilities to each character that are unique.
which is cool.
And they're about to come out with
cool.
10 more on Apex. There was a massive leak about it. They're about to come
Seriously?
out with 10 more. They already have like what?
40?
I want to say no. Whoa, no, not 40. In Apex, no. They
Oh,
maybe-
I
they-
was thinking of Overwatch.
Oh no, they maybe have like 12
Overwatch
in
is a lot.
Apex so far, and they just released like 10 more. But you don't have access to them yet because it was just leaked. But
The thing about Apex, they kind of messed themselves over because
they allowed EA to touch it.
well, that, but also when it first came out, it was really strong, and a lot of people are hopping on it. But then they didn't do anything with it.
No.
for a long time.
For a long time.
So people went back to what they were playing and forgot about it. Meanwhile, there was this group of people that stayed loyal and then got really, 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 really good. And now those are the sweats that I play,
Yep.
and now I don't have any fun
Yeah.
with it.
Well, they added 2 new modes. They added like control the point, which was actually pretty cool. I
Yeah.
enjoyed doing that.
Or
And then
arenas.
they added arenas, which is 3v3,
is
which
the bomb.
that's the only thing I play nowadays when I play Apex. I don't even play Battle Royale anymore. I play 3v3.
Well, think about arenas too. They should add that a long time
A
ago.
long time ago.
Because that will put you in more combat situations,
Yep.
which makes battle royale a lot more fun because you feel a lot more capable
Yep.
because you've had more practice. So
What's also
That's
cool
fair.
about that is it's a buy system, kind of like CS:GO and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's round based, and it's like even if you die, it's not the end of the world.
not the end of the world.
You
It's
know,
just
in a
another-
battle royale, you die, the game's over. But you know, in
I just zoned
round
out.
by round, it's
I know
it's cool.
that's why I started
I like
staring
arenas.
at you.
I'm tired.
Staring into a void.
Just
Oh, I don't
realized
wanna hear
that
you're
duck has
tired.
been turned around the whole time.
Man,
It's just,
He's laughing at us.
No, I'm
Yeah.
pretty. It wanted to look at
it
me.
wants to look at
there
him.
you are. All right, guys, that's going to do it. That's all the time we have today. Keep in mind, when we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to put out merch. So get us there, and you can have some merch. We're going to try to make it as cheap as we can for you guys. Because, I mean, we don't want y'all spending, a ton of money
Yeah,
on merch.
we'll be-
Clothes are expensive these days.
Can you make it for
know?
tall people?
Yeah,
No, it comes in all different sizes.
all different sizes.
We'll be making virtual.
Maybe we can make some baby
this
merch.
Is for you guys.
Some baby merch?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Baby Easy will wear some.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Yeah.
Get it a onesie?
Onesie
Yes.
with
Yeah.
like a silhouette of Presley's face.
Yes.
I
It'll
don't
just
know
say,
if I want Presley's face on my baby.
no, it'll be a silhouette of just the hair, beard, and it'll say Presley thoughts. Dot, dot, dot.
All right, yeah, I like that. I
yeah.
like that. That's cool.
Also, let us know what type of merch you may want.
Yeah.
Open to ideas on that too for future types of merch. But yeah, so 1,000 subs and merch is coming out.
Oh, 1 million subs. I'm shaving my head. We're making him a toupee.
Yep. And if you haven't, so there's this episode of Impractical Jokers where Murr loses the episode. Murr is bald, and another one, Q, grew long hair on purpose for this punishment. And Murr lost the episode. His punishment, Q got his head shaved. They turned his hair into a wig, and Murr had to wear it for the rest of the season.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yes.
we want, if
Make
we hit
this
1
happen
million
quickly.
subs, however many years it's going to take.
Yep, we're doing it.
We're shaving
Tomorrow.
Presley's head, and we're gonna put it on Zach's.
That's amazing.
Make this happen
A
quickly.
million subs. It's
Yeah.
gonna
1
be like-
million.
We might
on,
be 45
on YouTube.
but
on YouTube specifically.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So get us there. But before we reach that, just 1,000, we'll put out merch.
Yeah,
we're
1,000
about
merch.
Baby
we're about
steps.
two.
Baby steps,
we're about
baby steps.
250 away or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too far.
Not too far.
About
We're getting
250
there.
away.
But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. Appreciate you guys for listening. And yeah, we'll see y'all next time. But thank you guys for joining us for a session of awkwardness.